We are learning more tonight about the man accused of driving his car into a crowd of people on Saturday. James Alex Fields Jr. is being depicted as a man fascinated with Nazi-ism and holding deep and radical convictions on race. Correspondent Doug McKelway in Charlottesville tonight, where Fields had his first court appearance today.
I have regrets.
And what are your regrets?
We lost 3 lives.
In a late afternoon press conference today, the Charlottesville police chief defended his officers' tactics of last Saturday morning as tensions and violence rose.
The city and county then made a declaration of local emergency. The crowd size became increasingly violent with mutually engaged combatants.
3 days later, Charlottesville is dealing with the legal aftermath.
We were trying to exercise our legal constitutional right.
As one lone self-described National Socialist shouted outside Charlottesville's General District Court, alleged murderer James Alex Fields Jr. made her first appearance via video from jail. He was dressed in a black and white striped uniform. He answered yes, sir, when asked if he understood the proceedings. The public defender's office was expected to represent Fields, but because a relative of a public defender was connected to Saturday's crash, the office refused. Now Fields will be represented by longtime Charlottesville attorney Charles Weber. Fields was known as a loner whose father died before he was born and was dismissed from the Army after failing to make it through boot camp. A high school teacher remembers his fascination with Hitler and National Socialism.
This kid, young kid at the time, has very kind of white supremacist Nazi views. Really adores Hitler.
His mother, interviewed by the AP Saturday, was unaware of what her son had done.
I just knew he was going to a rally. I tried to stay out of his political views.
She also offered a tepid defense of her son, noting this from his past.
He had an African-American friend.
Transcripts of 911 calls show that she claims to have been repeatedly beaten by her son. Fields is charged with 1 count of second-degree murder in the death of Heather Heyer, 32, of Charlottesville, a paralegal who was with friends when she was mowed down.
She was a sweet, sweet soul. She always spoke with conviction, stood up for what she believed in. She liked to make you laugh. She's just a warm soul.
He also faces 3 counts of malicious wounding, 1 count of hit and run. In addition, federal authorities are looking at several more charges. Attorney General Jeff Sessions today noting that his alleged crime meets a threshold which expands their prosecutorial toolbox.
Well, it doesn't meet the definition of domestic terrorism in our statute. We are pursuing it with the Department of Justice in every way that we can make a case.
Charlottesville's chief of police in his press conference, which ended just a little while ago, categorically denied that any of his officers idly stood by or failed to fully enforce the law as the violence increased. And the city of Charlottesville also issued a statement to us which read, and I quote, "No stand-down order was ever given by any authority on Saturday." Bill? More to come with this in the panel coming up momentarily. Doug McKelway, thank you in Charlottesville, Virginia tonight.